Good morning! So I'm sending a little voice note while I'm sitting outside. This is our fall foliage at the moment. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. A good spot to have my morning coffee. It's actually not coffee. It's a mushroom coffee with a cacao blend from Guatemala. Yeah, and I just wanted to share a little realization that I had this past week. Actually, I'm having a lot of realizations. I don't know if anyone on here follows like astrology or anything like that, but I dabble here and there, and I just I started listening to 2 podcasts yesterday about it, and there's like a Mars retrograde going on with like Scorpio and all this other stuff, and it's funny, all the things that they say are things that I'm experiencing, so it's pretty cool. It's cool to see, what they're saying about it, and then me being like, oh yeah, that's actually happening in my life right now. God damn it, So it's kind of funny. That's like the woo stuff. But I wanted to share some of my realizations, not all of them, because there's been so many. But one of them is about my work, and I had all these like preconceived like beliefs about it, and like what I had, like, because for instance, backing up, I'm getting into the space of raising capital for real estate, and my target is like high cash flowing long-term investments, so that's like kind of short-term rental game and kind of making sure that they are stable, and eventually I want to like morph it into like wellness type things, like have like a wellness vibe in all my Airbnbs eventually or something like that. But for the moment, it's really just targeting these higher cash flowing longer term investments. And so that's also like providing return for my investors, similar asset class, higher returns, and there's like whole split and things like that. So it's fun, I think, because I think right now, especially with the changing economy and things like that, like people are going to want cash flow, and investing for cash flow has been like extremely important for a while now, versus like investing for appreciation or that whole space. Cash flow is king. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. And I thought, because I'm getting into this like masculine business of like raising capital for real estate, and it's like there's numbers, it's all these things that are masculine, whatever, that I in turn had to be masculine, and I had to like produce all this like educational content and all this stuff. And for me, it's like I know the stuff and I know how to explain it. I just don't know how to put it into like content, I guess, or like the idea of putting it into content is drooling for me. So eventually it's gonna happen, but at that point I'll have more monies and I can like pay someone, to help me do that and things like that. But for the moment, ooh, look at all the leaves are falling. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, it's like snowing. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can see all that. That's beautiful. That just made my video much longer than I anticipated, but it actually is like super cool. Maybe I can clip that out. But yeah, eventually I'll have like the educational content and stuff like that. But for the moment, I'm realizing that everyone has like a niche target market and stuff like that, and my niche target market is someone that's very similar to me, that's into like meditation, mindfulness, yoga, and all this stuff. And I was like, I just had this realization moment the other day of like, whoa, I can make this whatever I want it to be. I can literally do like yoga Fridays or meditation Mondays, and I could really just cultivate it and make it whatever I want, have like a YouTube channel eventually. Like, it's just really funny, like the limitations that we put on ourselves, like in our mind. Like, I had a limiting belief that, to get into this capital raising space, that I had to be very corporate. And it's actually super funny I'm saying this, because I did have a dream that I entered back into the corporate world last night, and it was like the most miserable thing ever. Not to say anything against corporate, I just, I got out of that space like 3 years ago now. I got out of that space 3 years ago, and I'm very content not being in that space, because I get to enjoy these beautiful trees while I'm creating content right now, and gonna meditate on my day, and my vision for this business, and I'm doing some things with my project down the island right now and stuff. It's like, it's a really different environment that I work in right now as opposed to the corporate world. And that's like one of the things that I want to give back to the people that I like to connect with, which is people that, are into wellness and mindfulness and astrology and all that stuff, where I can bring cash flowing investments to them and like structure them in a way that like everyone makes out like well, so that we can all build for our futures, then eventually chase our passions. Like, there's some girls in my friend group that I know, I think if they could, they'd be out of the corporate world and they'd be doing something. Like, even for me, I want to just like go ride horses every day. Maybe I want to be a horse whisperer, who knows? But like, just like everyone else, I need cash flow as well. So that's kind of like the goal. And I just wanted to share with you that limiting belief that I was having, and just the moment when I realized that's not actually true. So hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.